running nice now. Next up is the fantastical Shindaiwa 757 Hellboy. Also running an 8-pin sprocket. Stock C83 chain. Here we go. I'll make sure I'm recording. Next up, we're going to get the Jonsered 2165, built by me. The Jonsered 2165, built by me. Eight-pin sprocket. Normally in wood this big, I'd put a 7-pin, but everything's running an 8-pin today. The kill switch decided it wanted to stop working on me. But the farm hack, this was built by me. It's a Neotec, but Farm Mac 372 XP. This is what I took third place with at Sawfest in the Clone Wars. This is the 365 Extra Special, built by Eric Copsey. Regrettably, he's no longer with us. He's passed on. But this right here is a purpose-built gasoline race saw. Last time I ran this thing, it's blazing fast, isn't it? I'm really eager to see how close my 2165 is. But anyways, last time I ran this saw, I had problems. And I think looking back on it and knowing what I know now, the problem was that I was trying to do 3 big, long, sustained cuts in oak. And I think that possibly the fuel was not venting fast enough, the fuel tank. Could be wrong on this, just a thought, but this thing's really typically not made to run much more than that right there. So, but yeah, this thing's screaming. I think I probably have to recant my thought process on my 2165 being close to as fast as this, because that just felt like the fastest saw so far. Next up, I got to take a little bit of a break because I've got to go get some other saws ready. Got to get Bobby Boucher out here, make sure he has an 8-pin. Got to get Ike Turner, make sure he has an 8-pin. And got to get the G660 from TriStar Supply. Got to get it out here. I'm certain it already has an 8-pin on it. But we got to get those all set up, and we ain't got much log left, so that's why we're only doing one cut per saw. All right. Bobby Boucher, the 281 XP, built by Pat, Cajun Work Saws. it ripped through there. It even hit a knot. Still running good. Running very good. Husqvarna 592 XP. 8-pin sprocket. For a stock saw, that thing is screaming fast, man. Hell, it's screaming fast for a ported saw. Most ported saws don't run that good. Holtzforma G660 provided by TriStar.com. No, TriStarSupply.com. Check them out. Guy's name's Jason. He's a real good guy. Built by me. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'm running out of wood, but I've only got one, possibly two more saws left. Let's try and make it work. Stihl MS440, built by Ethan Trainer. And not all the bugs are worked out, but I'm just going to run it because whenever it is in the cut, it pulls like a freight train. Man, those wood chips hit me right in the face and it hurt. Now, last one up. It's going to be Ike Turner. All right, last up is the 064 by Stihl. Built by Jeff Seacombe. Leave nothing stock. That's it. That's all the wood I got left. So we got to call it quits right now. This has been a featurette of all of my most badass saws. I have some really nice smaller saws, but I've done plenty of testing on those. I want to do, you know, a full-scale attempt to see which of my saws is actually faster, because I've got the race coming up in Michigan. And, you know, I mean, like, for example, if that MS400 is the fastest saw I got up until up until we get above 4 cubes, well, then I might run that in the 4 cube class. You know, who cares if it's only 67 cc's? If it's faster than Bobby Boucher, because Bobby Boucher is a 4 cube class racer, right? Then I run that. Same thing with my Jonsered 2165. I'm pretty certain my Jonsered is, I haven't done straight up head-to-head battles like this, but I'm pretty sure that my Jonsered is faster than Bobby Boucher, you know. Then there's the farm hack as well, you know. So to me, I'm just going to run whatever's fastest, you know. And let's say my G660 that I built, if that thing's not as fast as my 592, well, shoot, I ought to run the 592, even though it's a completely stock saw, you know. So this and that and the other thing. And then there's also the Shindaiwa 757. It's like, up until right now today, I was pretty certain that was the fastest saw that I have. And at this point, I don't know. I mean, I just ran everything. I could not tell you which one's the fastest, aside from probably that 365 Extra Special built by Eric Copsey. That's a 2-piece head and everything. And that's a serious purpose-built race saw. You know, it's no good for anything other than a few quick cuts. And but aside from that, all the other saws felt really close. They did, just straight up. They felt really close. And now some of them will probably run better, because this is actually big wood. This is probably 15 inches right here. 14 to 15, nah, actually I think I remember it's 14 inches, yeah. So this is 14 inches. You really almost never run that at a race. Sawfest is the only thing that really, here on the East Coast. Okay, those West Coast guys, they've got access to a lot of big wood, so they'll race in all kinds of shit. But I guess what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of times 10-inch wood is about the biggest you're going to run in a race. And so therefore the 8-pin sprocket might be just fine. But in this right here, heck, the Jonsered and the farm hack as well probably was faster, would be faster with a 7-pin sprocket. But whatever, who cares? Everything has been outfitted with an 8-pin sprocket. I couldn't believe that I had that many 8-pin sprockets. Because yeah, everything except for the 592. So we got how many saws? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saws. I had 7 8-pin sprockets. Yeah, problems. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know how this is going to work out. Maybe I'll put them all out at once and then slowly pair them up between each other to see which is faster and stuff. I don't know. But got to run a lot of saws and a lot of pine. Man, you know, I thought that was a clean log, you know, but knots, they show up. And boy, whenever I was hitting them, this chain was just stalling completely. There's a couple saws that I hit a knot and I just, well, that's it. One run's all you get. But I started getting closer to the end and I knew that I only had 3 saws left. And I was like, let's try and cut past those knots, you know. But anyways, that's that. I got to put all this shit up now and do some editing. I hope you enjoyed it.